Alright, so I'm watching Ghost. I think it's called Wars. Okay, it's called Kindred Spirits. It's on Travel Channel tonight with Amy Rooney and Adam Berry and Chip Coffey or Caffey. Yeah, Coffey, Coffey. Now I'm reading that when I read it. And I'm taking something for it. Oculite, right? Now I just started taking it, right? But anyway. Was watching Ancient Aliens and about Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. Well, like I told you, right? The problem is the government or the aliens or someone don't want us to know, they said, right? We're having problems dealing with each other. They see that. Right. You have a problem with sex, you have a problem with drugs, you have a problem with little girls or little boys. One, right? You're trying to act like I think about it like you do when I don't. I keep telling you no, I don't. Right? I know an attractive young lady, right? And whether I see them sexual or not ain't your business, but it's not a crime to do that, right? If you're straight. If you're gay, well, what else do you have to look at but the same sex, right? If you look at the same sex sexually, though, like Jesus said, that's lusting after yourself. You can't do that either, last time I checked. If you're supposed to be male and female to reproduce, right? If you're male and female, what happens generally? You can't reproduce. You can't make children, right? You obviously don't want children if you're doing that too, right? I understand. It's called eunuchship, but what you're doing instead of being with a female who can't have a child, or is barren, or something's wrong with your sperm, that can happen too, right? But whatever the problem is, right, the pregnancy happening, right, that person is barren and something's wrong with the sperm and it's dying in the woman herself, right? Or you're not doing it at the right time, right? Now, when Jesus came to the woman at the well, two things happened. He brought up her married life. Another thing is Jews don't talk to Samaritans, and he's a Jew, right? You can tell that from the start, right? And the third thing he told her is he was the Christ. Huh. Now, I've hit on some women, right? In the bars, in the clubs, right? All adults, carded. No children involved, right? And only been with 17 adult women. Now, recently, you tried to, I guess, involve a 15-year-old girl who lied about her age. That's not my fault. I asked her age, or I wouldn't be able to respond this way. That's your stubbornness that I can't be with the underage girl, but you have her lie to me, right? Not mine. Not mine. I would have not asked her age if I didn't want sex with a 15-year-old girl, right? Then I could have said no myself. But when she tells me she's 37 and I've had sex before marriage, and the Bible says you can do both, right? See, 37 can consent even if she's legally married. So you forget what Jesus did with the woman caught in the act of adultery with just sex outside of a marriage anyway. He forgave her, right? You don't want to forgive your wife, you want to still stone them according to the law, ain't that right? What Jesus is showing you there is called unconditional love. Means women have sex like men, and if you're single, it's hard to find a girlfriend. Right? Right. Okay, that's my problem. I can't find a steady girlfriend, right? Now, the only way that can happen is if someone comes to the home at night and leaves, right? And I don't know if she did, right? But I could also say I don't know that happened as well. And I usually do if I don't remember something either, right? Like when Molly came and I met Molly, I know Molly ain't Molly. But for Molly to be with me, she had to come from San Francisco. Molly was at Tybee, and I don't know where she was staying at, right? You know what I mean, right? I didn't even get her location, even go around her area, right? The only area I went around is where everybody was at, right? Molly or them or whoever, right? So don't pretend I was your issue, right? You being crazy there. No, yes, yeah. What you want? Sex with them before you're 18? Well, in Australia and California, the age of consent is 18. In Georgia is 16, but you gotta be with someone who doesn't want to wait for marriage, huh? Right? Well, unless you snuck to my house, I don't know, our apartment at the time, but we have a house now, but I don't know you would even do that, or even did. Right? But there wouldn't be a reason not to if you did either, right? Unless you or Lim blacked me up. Means you tried to kill me but didn't succeed. Because it's not my fault if Miley Cyrus shows up and has sex with me, right? Ain't hers either, by the way. She's probably trying to do it with him, but he won't let her, or he's stopping her. Because he's under more pressure, Miley. You're supposed to be a Disney princess, right? And they ain't gonna let me know. I'm a disabled veteran at around 30 at the time, right? 38, actually, right? Now, Molly was 23, right? You were 16, right? Get it?